So you're graduating today. What course are you graduating from?
I'm graduating from Bachelor of Architecture honours degree from 5th year.
And why architect?
Well, I suppose when I was picking my topics, actually I originally picked pharmaceutical science in Cork, but you only get to change your mind in July, and my mum's an architect, so that kind of influenced me as well. So that's kind of why I went down that route, I suppose, in the end. I'm kind of glad I did though. You know? It's so broad. It's a nice environment as well to be in.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. I like the choice.
Good. You were down on the Granary where you were based.
Yeah, I was there for the full 5 years, so it's nice to be down there because you're in the middle of the city, like you're immersed in the architecture surrounding you anyways. And I'm from Waterford, so I actually did learn a lot being in the city, about the city that I never knew before I started that course, which is quite surprising. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they teach you all this stuff in school, like, but they don't teach you everything.
Yeah.
You know. But it's nice because you're in your own building, you're with all the other years, so it's not like you're going, like, this is your classroom for the hour and you go to a different one. Whereas if you had a problem, so you could go to a different year and it's easy to find anyone, then everyone will help you. Like, so it's really nice as well being in that space because you get your own studio and you have one desk that's yours and nobody kind of approaches on your space, so that's nice as well. Like. So yeah, I do like the Granary building actually. Yeah, it's very
the building
good.
is gorgeous.
Yeah, but it's good to build the morale in that department as well. Like, so yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so why Waterford? Did you just want to stay at home or?
No, actually, I wanted to go to Cork to do architecture as well. I just love Cork, but why I chose to stay here actually was this course is actually accredited. So you get accreditation from the institute, whereas in Cork you didn't. So it made sense, like, you know, because after the 5th year you get so many credits towards your final exam, so that helped as well. Like, so yeah, I would recommend Waterford purely for that as well. Like, yeah.
As well as all the other good reasons.
Yeah, you get to stay home, you know, you get to go home, get your mum gives you your dinner every night, like, so there's the park.
That's a nice little park.
Yeah, it is.
So what are you doing at the moment?
I'm actually working in an architecture firm in town, in the city there, for Harrington apartments. I started there in June.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm just working away there now full time. So.
What's your role down there?
Well, I'm a junior architect at the minute, so I'm working under Ian Fiore down there, and we're doing there's kind of a variety of projects going on at the minute, like, so yeah.
Fantastic. Do you think that your college projects has that helped in what you're doing at the moment?
Yes, big time. Yeah, there's a lot of residential developments, and I did a preschool for my thesis. So with these developments, they need to have an option of creche. So I kind of have an understanding of how that might work, the requirements needed, and to make the children feel comfortable as well as the teacher in that space and whatever. So yeah, no, I do think that kind of helped as well. But there is multiple other projects. We did a housing project in second year, and in second year, like, obviously you don't have all the knowledge that I have now, but when you do that project you get a basic understanding, and now going into the workplace, like, you can see what the lecturers were saying at the time and how it applies to real life. So yeah, no, there is all the kind of the projects that I did, big or small, you know, they all contribute to the work that I am doing currently, like, so.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so it's a great foundation.
There's a massive variety. Oh no, seriously, like there is a massive variety, like every semester in all the 5 years it's a different project, except the 5th year you do a thesis and then you do your main project, but in all the other 4 years you do a different project every semester. So you do get, like, you start small and then, like, you build the big one in the second semester, so it does kind of give you an all-round understanding of everything, you know, that goes on outside of that bubble that you're in college, like, so.
That sounds so interesting.
It really is actually, like, 'cause I remember the first thing we did, we actually built a famous house. I did Harrington, I can't remember, it was first year. And that was just purely to get the modelling skills up. And then you moved on and we did houses, we did co-housing theatres, we did the infrastructure projects, we've done rural, urban, we did everything. You know, we touched on everything. So it gives you an understanding, basic now, of what's out there and what you could go into. So when you go and pick where you want to work when you finish, you kind of have an understanding of this person specialises in urban design. Did I like that? Or this person's role, did I like that? You know, kind of gives you an understanding of it, you know, sort of thing.
And obviously the projects were labelled like that, so say the housing, but was it very much your own interpretation of that and your own inspiration? Or, like, you had guidance obviously along the way, but
yeah. So every semester they would give a topic, and it would be called rural, it would be called urban, or whatever it was called at the time, and then up to fourth year they would give you the site, but in fourth you had to write your own brief as well as that. So you were given the site and you decided what you wanted to build it, but after that it was up to you to do the research, to come up with the ideas, the inspiration, you know, to progress the project and to make it your own. Then you did have help and guidance from your lecturers saying like this might be better if you moved it in whatever way, but at the end of the day, if you did the work and whatever and looked into it, you could develop it and make it your own, you know. You did have help, but it was kind of your baby, I suppose.
What's your favourite building in Waterford?
Oh God. Do you know what? I don't have a favourite building, I have a favourite street. And I just think the Mall. I love the Mall. I can't put my finger on why. I think maybe it's the broadness of the street, maybe it's the setback, the vision green that's between the Theatre Royal and the Perth Union. I could stand on that street all day and just admire it. I can't put my finger on why. I just think it's really lovely. It's really well done, and the tower, they've done up half the tower currently, and as far as I know, the other half is meant to be refurbished as well. But when that's done, it just be so lovely.
What advice would you give to someone who think about doing architecture?
Well, the advice I give is when you're picking your subjects, you know, going to leaving cert, people kind of they push tech graph on you, and I don't know why they do that. Because when I did art, and when I went into first year, it was all sketching and hand drawn and doodling. And you need to kind of have that free flow. Now they do teach you in the first year how to do the line drawing, and I picked it up fairly quick. I didn't do tech graph in any of my years in school, and that's the advice I'd give to someone: be able to sketch and doodle, and you know, read up on a few things, and maybe go out and have a look and see what it looks like, and see if you had an idea, maybe pick a building and see could you make a better, and what kind of ideas you might have. Get the mind going, like get the creativity flowing, I suppose.
That's
from the
good advice.
beginning.
We have the tri-architecture days. Did you ever help out with them?
I don't think so. I helped out with the Bachelor of Architecture.
Oh, brilliant.
We had all the fifth year models. We were 50 made these charrettes, and they're 300 by 300 by 300 cubes, and they're abstract ideas of your thesis project, and we had them all on plinths out in the aftermarket actually. So I helped out with that.
Those were the ones that were displayed. They were up on the Cork Road campus as well, weren't they?
Correct.
They were lovely.
They were up there as well. There was a few people up there. Actually, one was the one that it turned on both sides and it had the different pipes inside it. It was an abstract of Venus, I think it was.
Cool.
Or Psyche, one of them. That was interesting. I helped out in that festival already.
And how do you feel about graduating today?
Oh, delighted. I thought I'd never get here. 5 years is a long time, but it's worth it. Like at the end of the day, like to see where I've started and where I am now, like it's a massive change. So I'm really, really happy. Like.
Brilliant. What's the dream long term? I know you're obviously happy where you are at the moment.
Well, I don't have a long term dream, but in a 5-year dream, kind of, I'd like to keep working where I am, get all the experience I can possibly get, and maybe go on and become fully qualified, under my professional exams, and then after that, I don't know, we'll see.
See where the world takes you.
We'll see after that.